It's Josh and Chantel, and this is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. It's a replay of today's full show.
It's Tuesday, July 2nd. Today on the show, Josh created gross ramen. Heinz created gross ketchup. It's a Toaster Strudel update. I have old eyes, the sock foot blues. Josh hasn't seen a lot of movies. I'm still hip with the kids slang. Josh has an awkward tan line. And who is the sweaty meatball man of Josh's dreams?
Thanks for listening. You can hear the show live weekday mornings from 6 to 10. It's Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. Enjoy today's show. Wake Up Classy 97, it'd be Josh and Chantel.
Is it Pirate Day?
No, it's not. That's clear in September.
No.
No, today is National I Forgot Day.
Oh, that's every day for me.
What'd you forget?
Everything.
Oh. How many times have you forgotten a birthday or an anniversary?
I don't forget those.
Okay.
It's things like, oh, I forgot I was going to make a doctor's appointment today. Oh,
Ah.
I forgot that I was going to go to the store. Stuff like that.
Well, whether it's a missed appointment or an overlooked special day, I Forgot Day encourages everybody to reach out, apologize, and rectify those forgetful moments. Oh, I forgot.
When have you forgotten a birthday or
I
an
haven't.
anniversary? When's my birthday?
Sometime. It's May.
May what?
The 2nd.
Good job, Josh. When's our anniversary?
It's coming up,
It
actually,
is.
July the 23rd.
Good job, Josh. You did it.
I'm okay with those. I don't have a problem with those. What I like is that social media and the calendar that we share reminds me of a lot of stuff that I would have been like, oh, yeah, that's today. It is Made in the USA Day, which, sure, born in the USA, yeah. Exploring quality, supporting local craftsmanship, and embracing American-made excellence for a sustainable and authentic shopping experience. It's Made in the USA Day.
Yeah, America.
Yeah. World UFO Day.
We have Made in the USA and UFO Day?
For the world. World UFO Day.
World UFO Day.
Because, they don't just show up in America, in the weird parts of the America. It is also Special Recreation for the Disabled Day, which is cool. It is Wildland Firefighter Day. There's a team of people that are incredibly essential.
Yeah.
It is World Tutors Day. It is National Transplant Week. Kidneys, hearts.
Okay. They get that whole week.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's also Twins, Triplets, and More Week. It's Great British Pea Week. The
Twins,
pea.
triplets, and more.
Mm-hmm. So many things.
Pea?
It's Bean Month.
Did you say pea?
Yeah, as in the
vegetable?
The vegetable, yeah.
I like
You
peas.
like little snap peas.
Yep.
But did you hear it's Bean Month?
No.
Yes. Also, Lasagna Awareness Month. Are you aware of lasagna? Me too.
Yep.
Me too.
You love lasagna. It's your favorite.
It is good. Anyway, that's
Those
what's
are
up.
the days.
That's what's going on.
Alrighty.
So, hey, good
Have
morning.
some beans and peas.
It's Bean Month. You're talking about the ramen that
Yeah.
comes in the little styrofoam cup, not the brick of noodles.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
so cup noodles.
Cup noodles.
Yeah?
They've got a new flavor out. It's called s'mores.
No. I don't do the sweet things mixed with the savory things. And also, ramen noodles are not really anything but bouillon and a noodle. So, with a couple of freeze-dried vegetables that I like
There you
to
go.
dump out.
Nobody eats those freeze-dried vegetables.
There's a company that makes just the toppings for those, but they make them out of like real vegetables, not like 400-year-old carrots and wrinkled peas.
The s'mores ramen is a blend of decadent chocolate, marshmallow, and graham cracker flavors with a smoky note.
No.
I taste a smoky note.
No.
Who says that?
No
Get out of
one.
here. They suggest topping it with crushed up graham crackers and mini marshmallows, of course. And they say it's perfect for anyone who wants to satisfy that need for s'mores.
No.
And no campfire necessary.
What's the broth?
I don't know. The smoky note.
No. Okay. It sounds like, you know what you could do is
What?
instead of you'd have to do this you couldn't do this in the cup of noodles because the bouillon's already mixed in. You'd have to do this with the brick of noodles. This is so gross.
What?
I can't even believe this idea came into my head.
What?
You take a hot chocolate packet.
Oh.
And you boil the water, put your noodles in, and then instead of adding in the little bouillon sauce packet, you add in
Your hot cocoa.
a hot cocoa packet. But then it would also already have those little dehydrated marshmallows in it.
Fair.
So then you could dump that in there. This is so
Look
gross.
at you.
This is disgusting. And then, yeah, sure. Then you can top it with crumbled graham crackers and little chocolate chips or whatever. And you would get the same thing with the s'mores.
You should try
It's
it.
disgusting.
You don't know it's disgusting until you try it.
That's a Josh Tyler creation, and it's grossing me out. I had a whole book in college about ramen recipes.
Yes, you did.
And my favorite was the egg drop ramen, where you would cook the noodles and stuff, but then you would drop a raw egg in there like egg drop soup.
Ramen has egg in it. Real ramen.
Well, yeah,
What is-
sure, like when you do the hard-boiled egg or
Yeah.
whatever. But this you would do in the water,
Oh,
so
I
it was
see.
like egg drop soup, so it'd get all,
Poachy or whatever.
Well, it gets it's runny. Like the egg white goes rear, and boils out. Anyway, it was pretty good. There was another one that had hot dogs in it.
Ew, gross.
No,
Josh.
it was good.
Ew, I'd rather eat the s'mores ramen than the hot dog ramen.
No, because hot dog savory, ramen savory goes well together.
No.
It's when you start mixing the sweet and the savory that things get odd.
No.
Yes?
I like sweet and savory
I
together,
know.
but hot dogs are not good in anything.
They were really good floating around. Just little chunks.
Floating around. Oh, that's worse. Stop.
What? They were you would chop them up.
Yeah, that's gross. Stop saying.
You never had them in mac and cheese as a kid?
Nope.
Hot dogs and mac and cheese?
Nope.
I got to make you hot dogs
No,
and
you
mac
don't.
and cheese.
I won't eat it.
Why?
I won't eat it.
It's so good.
Because I'm not 7 years old.
Hot dogs and mac is
Stop.
awesome.
Stop talking about hot dogs.
Why?
This is gross.
Hot dogs are great.
No, they're not. No.
Hot dogs are the best.
Are you going to try this s'mores ramen or not?
No.
Okay. Then I guess we're done talking about ramen. There is hold on. Let me start by saying this. What, aside from pickles and like hard ingredients, what kind of
What's a hard ingredient?
like what kind of sauce do you put on your burgers?
Mustard,
Okay.
mayonnaise,
Okay.
sometimes a barbecue,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
If it comes with ketchup, I won't be totally grossed out, but I never add ketchup on my own.
Okay.
If I order something and they're like, yeah, it's got ketchup on it, like a Wendy's burger,
Okay.
comes with ketchup.
Yes.
Fine. A Freddy's burger doesn't, comes with mustard. Great.
Okay.
That's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Let
I'm not going to be all nitpicky about the little condiments that come on a burger I order. But when I make it, I'd never add ketchup.
Let me tell you about a new sauce from Heinz. It's called Every Sauce.
Uh-oh.
It's a limited edition. And as the name suggests, it includes every sauce in the same bottle.
So,
It's
no.
the sauce to rule them all.
Let me tell you,
It's got
somebody at the
14 different
factory.
sauces.
No, somebody at the factory made a mistake. And marketing said,
Go with it.
we got to figure out how to fix this. So we're going to sell it. It's just somebody put the wrong ingredients into one of the vats, and that's why it's a limited run, because it was a mistake.
Okay, let me tell you what's in it.
All of the things.
Smoky bacon ketchup,
Yeah.
pickle ketchup,
Ugh.
curry ketchup,
No.
garlic and caramelized onion mayonnaise.
What color is this sauce?
It's like a brownish,
No.
like a beige.
Gross.
Truffle mayo,
No.
mayo must,
No.
which I think is mayo and mustard.
Okay. I originally thought somebody made a mistake. I mean, they've made a mistake. Let's be clear. This is a mistake.
Did you know these are all sauces that you can purchase individually from Heinz?
Here's what's happened.
What?
No one's buying them.
I think
they have a surplus of ingredients.
There it is.
And so they said, we're not going to do all these ketchups
We
anymore.
got to get rid of this.
We got to get rid of this stuff. And somebody in marketing came to the rescue and said, what if we just put them all in there? Did you ever take the cup and go to the drinking fountain as a kid and just go and hit everyone? It's the same, but with ketchup.
Some of these sound good that I didn't even know existed.
Because the base is ketchup. The base is ketchup and the base is mayo, right?
Yeah.
Which makes fry sauce.
Yes.
And then they have all those other ingredients are powder form.
You haven't even let me finish all the other ingredients.
They're all powders.
Mayo mustard, right?
Mustard
a mayo
seeds.
racha, which is sriracha and mayo.
Which is a powder.
Sassy sauce, which I don't even know what that is. A chip sauce, sweet chili, smoky baconaise, aioli, garlic, and burger.
Yeah. Burger
sauce.
Burger
sauce. That's what it says.
All right. All of those things are seasonings that they add to ketchup or mayonnaise.
Okay.
They start with fry sauce. They go add a bunch of ketchup in there, add a bunch of mayonnaise in there, stir it up. Good. Now, bring over the vats of gross powder and dump it in. And they went, bleh, and then they got this hint of smoke.
I feel
a smoky note.
Like instead of having all these jars of condiments in your house, you could just have one with all of them. It's easier.
Or
just have one.
Maybe I could join their marketing team and come up with an idea where they give you the base, which is ketchup or mayonnaise, or a mix, a fry sauce. And then it comes with little packets of the powders, and that way you can grab a bowl and you can make a little bit of your own mix. Like, today I want to try the mustard one. Okay, you stir in the little seasoning packet, and then you got that one on your burger. Do you see?
No.
Solutions.
Explain it again.
And then you could sell different flavored packets to people of the seasonings.
They already have these things in jars that they're already selling.
Yeah, I don't want that. I just want the base, and then I want to add the seasonings myself.
Do you kind of want to try all of this?
Negative.
I do. I don't want to buy a jar of it because I don't want a whole jar of it, but I want to try all these 14 sauces in one.
No, not in one.
It is all in one.
No, I don't want to try that.
But I do.
Well, go get a bottle. We went to Boston.
Yep.
And we took a train from Boston to Salem.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yep.
Well, thanks to some excited and organized people in Massachusetts, the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority, the MBTA, has decorated 5 of its trains with giant googly eyes.
I read this. I think this is hilarious.
I do too. Back in April, there was a small group of local residents. They held a rally and a march on Boston Common, and their entire mission was to convince the MBTA to put googly eyes on its trains. That's all they wanted. Let's march for googly eyes. What do we want? Googly eyes. When do we want them? Now. Like that. That's what they did. It worked. The MBTA found a safe way to install googly eyes on some trains as a way to bring moments of joy to our riders' daily commutes. I think it's hilarious.
I also think it's hilarious. Next, they're going to do noses.
You think?
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about that, but here's what I do know. Ariel Locke, who's one of the founding members of the group that they call themselves Googly Eyes on the MBTA, should workshop that. They're thrilled that the group accomplished their mission. From the beginning, we were very, very straightforward with it. We only have one demand, and it's to get eyes on the trains. That's it. That we're not stretching ourselves beyond our limits. We've got one goal,
and
that's googly eyes. And they got, on some of them, not every train yet, because now the mission has to move the goalposts a little bit. They got to go, okay, we got like 5 trains. What's next?
Eyelashes.
More trains.
Noses.
And then once we're done with trains, then what?
Buses.
And then we get it on the buses, and then what?
Airplanes.
Airplanes. You're going to put googly eyes on airplanes?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
A safety thing. They're going to fly off.
No.
Yeah.
Man, you can figure out how to do it. If they can figure out how to put windows in planes, they can figure out how to put googly eyes on planes. Don't tell me that they had windows in the first planes without somebody going, I don't think this is a good idea.
Well, the first planes didn't even have a cabin. They were some sticks glued together on arms, and they were jumping off of barns, if I remember right, from the weird,
if you remember
the weird
right.
jittery black and white videos I've seen of the Wright brothers attempting different flying machines. I'm pretty sure they didn't have windows because they were all outside on a field trying to run fast.
I'm just saying.
And flap their arms.
I've seen movies
Uh-huh.
where
Me
they
too.
try to
I've seen movies.
where they try to figure out how to put windows in spaceships and stuff.
Okay, that's totally different.
No, it isn't. You just got to project manage it and say, how are we going to put googly eyes on this airplane safely? They'll figure it out. They'll get it.
It's good news to get you going. Classy 96. What could we, before I finish?
Yeah.
What around East Idaho can we put googly eyes on? We don't have public transit. Let's figure that out. That's going on the Facebook group. I got to ask the question. If you could put googly eyes on anything in East Idaho, what would you put googly eyes on?
Everything looks better with googly eyes on it. Everything.
Well, think about it. You can answer on Facebook soon.
I have a toaster strudel update.
You do?
What were you going to say?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, I thought you said something.
No?
Oh, but I thought you were.
What about your toaster strudel?
Okay, we were talking last week or the week before about toaster strudels versus Pop-Tarts.
Right, because Pop-Tart's better.
Wrong. But then I was trying to remember the last time I had a toaster strudel, and I couldn't remember. It was probably when I lived.
Could you remember the last time you had a Pop-Tart?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're better.
No, they're just
more memorable.
Wrong. I just forgot that toaster strudels existed.
Okay.
So we bought some at the store.
Because
I wasn't
you were
even
like,
sure they still made them.
Right.
I got the strawberry cream cheese flavor.
Right.
And last night I went, oh, I have toaster strudels. I'm going to pop those puppies in the toaster and have myself a toaster strudel. And I did.
And
it was awesome.
Cool.
Here's what I didn't remember that's still true today from 30 years ago, the last time I had one. You pop them, they're piping hot on the outside. You can barely touch them, they're so hot. In the middle, frozen.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Now, do you do this in the toaster?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you microwaved it. I
No,
was
you
trying to
don't
figure.
microwave them.
Well, if you microwave it, it'd be done in the middle, but
If
cold
you-
on the outside.
I bet you could air fry it. I'm going to try some air
It's
frying.
It's
next.
still going to be
No, it isn't.
frozen in it. All right.
Even if I pushed it back down, it just wasn't in there for long enough. I should just pushed it back down on the toaster and let it go for a little bit longer.
What
But then I
number
didn't-
did you have the toaster set at?
3 or 4.
Yeah, you should have gone to 5 or 6.
No, then that would have been burnt. I don't want a burnt toaster strudel.
What do you think happens when you push it back down?
Listen. Your argument was that there wasn't enough icing ever in the pouch. And to a certain point, I used to agree with you because I used to have to use 2
And then you had
icing
and
pouches.
then you had too many strudels and not enough icing.
Then the ratio was all wrong. You're right. They fixed that problem.
No.
And now the icing went clear to the outside edge. I managed to ice my whole toaster strudel.
Were you supposed to use 1 packet of frosting on 2?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
There's that many
There's
icings
6
in there.
pastries and 6 things of icing. Yeah. I knew what I was
You know,
doing.
a Pop-Tart comes already iced.
Yeah, gross. And it's dry. You have the edges of Pop-Tarts.
That's my favorite
that don't
part.
even have. That's nobody's favorite part.
I just
What?
like to eat the crust and throw away the middle.
Toaster strudels. Still as good as they were.
I like the idea I had, though, because I I think you could take one of those, warm it up.
A strudel?
Yeah. And then instead of icing, put a little scoop of vanilla ice cream on
I bet
top.
it would be good.
A little a la mode.
You're not wrong. I bet it's delicious.
I think that's what I want to try.
Okay.
A warm, flaky pastry.
Do you want it warm in the middle?
Yeah, I'm going to microwave it.
Ew, it's going to be soggy.
I'll toast it after. I'm just going to make sure it's not frozen in the middle. And then I'm going to put a scoop of ice cream on top.
You're going to
What?
You're going to microwave it and then toast it?
Yeah.
That seems like an unnecessary step.
Well, the whole thing's unnecessary. It's a strange food.
No, it isn't.
Why do you feel offended and attacked? How could you? Not my strudel.
I don't know. Update. Still delicious
All right.
after all these years.
I'm going to try the microwave method next.
Guess what I had to download on my phone yesterday?
What is that?
A magnifying app.
What is that?
Oh, that's something you use when you can't see small little numbers or letters. So then you have to get a magnifying glass to magnify the numbers and letters because you're too old to see
What
the
are
little
you
numbers.
talking about?
What do you mean?
On your phone?
Yeah. Not on my phone. I was trying to read a piece of paper and it was little. Like the numbers that I needed to see the date on a piece of paper. And it was small.
Okay.
The type was very small. And I went, I can't read that. And I'm not even kidding you. You know how you do that thing where you look at it and then you kind of like adjust your eyes and you blink several times and you're like, come on, you got this. You can read this. You can read this date. And you go, you're not that old. You're fine. And then you bring it closer to your face and no, that's not working. And then you put it further away and you're like, no, that's not working either. So then you blink more times. Like that's going to help. And then I finally caved and I went, I can't read it. I cannot read that date. And so then I had to install, I go, what can I use to magnify this date? And then I went, I bet there's an app. I bet there's a magnifying glass app.
Uninstall that app.
Why? Okay. I did already because I told a coworker that I had done that. And she goes, what I usually do is just take a picture of it.
Yeah.
And then I can blow up my picture. And I went, oh, that's pretty genius.
When you said magnifying app, I thought to myself, what does it do? Use your camera to zoom in? Is that what it does?
No. I didn't.
Yeah. Did you use the app?
No. Here it is, the app. I haven't deleted it yet.
What? I'm telling you, all it's going to do is zoom in. It's going to do that. Oh, we need access to your camera. Oh, here it is. It's just zoomed in.
It says reading PDF documents is easier
Okay,
than
that's
ever.
different. But also, you can zoom on a PDF on your phone.
Okay. I haven't used it, so I was just setting it up.
It needs access to your camera.
Yep, we don't have camera permission to
Right.
take a picture. Please allow us in settings.
No. Don't do that. Uninstall that app
I am.
and just use your camera like a normal person.
That problem solving technique didn't enter my mind. I thought I was being smart by installing a magnifying glass app. You don't have to be rude.
I'm not being rude.
You're kind of being rude.
No. You're
Uninstalled.
Good answer. The second you said magnifying app, I immediately went, you mean the camera on your phone?
That was genius. When my coworker said that, I went, huh. That is really smart. And then there was another sign that I was very, very old.
That you installed an app.
I know.
Here's the thing. Someone made that app.
I know.
And it probably has ads in it.
There's multiple apps, honestly. When I looked at the Play Store and I searched magnifying app, there was quite a few. And I went,
You don't need a magnifying app. You can change the size of everything on your phone to make it bigger.
Well, I know
How
that.
big is your text?
I know that now. What?
When you're in your text, are you zoomed in?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is it this big?
Yes. Look.
Did you just
No.
change it?
No.
Do you normally rock it like this?
No. It's normal. It's like a 10-point font.
I bet you rock it big when no one's looking. You zoom in on your text messages so you can read them. You have to scroll for a while to get through one message.
No, I don't. Okay, I will admit that.
You changed it.
No, I didn't. It's been like this. But there are days when I accidentally make it big and then I go, oh, that's actually kind of nice.
I heard a story yesterday
Yes.
and I didn't know what to do with the information. And so I sent you a text because other people have to know this exists. There is a man. I'm not going to say who this man is or where he works. This man has part of his job where he has to address a large group of people. And when he does this wearing only socks. He's fully dressed, but no shoes. He has sock feet. And I thought, what a strange thing to be addressing a room of people and not have shoes on and just have socks on. And so I sent you a message and I said, we got to talk about everyday tasks that you would go through in any part of your day or anything. If you showed up somewhere just to do a normal thing.
Yeah.
And someone was there working, doing their thing, but only wearing sock feet, what would you do?
I feel anything dealing with food.
Right. You roll up to grab a drive-through and you see somebody off in the back, sock feet.
Sock feet.
You
Cooking,
go, what?
Cooking fries.
What's
with the fryer.
happening?
What?
Why is this person in socks?
I once knew a person whose mom made him mow the lawn in his socks because she didn't want his shoes to get dirty.
What? That's very unsafe.
I know.
That is very unsafe.
I know.
You could lose toes.
I know. But they had to mow the lawn in their socks.
Did they have special lawn mowing
I think
socks?
they did. I'm trying to remember.
Don't put on your green lawn mowing socks. Get out there. Why didn't you just have like old shoes? That's what I have.
Josh,
I have lawn mowing shoes.
I didn't make their rules in their house.
They were white New Balances, but now they're green.
You're such a dad.
They are not New Balances, but they're an old pair of sneakers.
I wonder if this man who is addressing these people in his socks, if that puts people at ease.
No.
Like, does he
It
do
doesn't
it to
put
kind of...
me at ease.
I know, but is it more of like a...
Okay.
Like, I'm going to come down... Like, you know, if you see somebody speaking to you and they've got like a 3-piece suit on, for instance...
Yeah.
And they're sharply dressed, are you going to feel intimidated? Whereas if this guy rolls up in sock feet, you're like, oh, let's just be chill.
It's weird. What if you went to the doctor?
Okay.
And the doctor comes in and he's like, hey, how you doing? How's things going? Sock feet.
Sock feet. And he puts one leg over
Yeah,
the
he
other.
just does like normal doctor, like cross a leg thing. Like, let's talk about it. And he's got that, you can see his toes wiggling in there.
And the bottom of his sock is just filthy because he's been walking all over.
Or
Ew.
or a weird like brown knit sock.
Or there's a hole in it.
Yeah, and one toe's sticking out. What's up with the sock feet thing? Can we
Okay.
not? Can we not do that?
Here's another story. I know a woman who's on a dating app, and she got a swipe up from a man
Yeah.
who had his picture taken wearing socks. Fully dressed, but socks. He doesn't have shoes
He's wearing
on.
sock feet.
Just sock feet.
Where are his shoes?
Beside him on the floor.
Why aren't they on his feet?
I don't know.
I don't like it. I do not like it. I'm not okay
I'm
with
telling
this.
you, I think it's a means of just being like chill. I don't think it's intended to gross anybody out. I think it's just like,
How much
look
time?
how relaxed I am.
You've known me a long time. We've known each other for well over 20 years.
Yes. It's rare.
How many times do you see me in sock feet?
There's so many times that I go, take off your shoes and stay a while. You don't take off your shoes until it's time to go to bed, usually.
Or if I'm like, oh, I got to shower, I take off my shoes, but then what happens?
You shower in your socks.
No, I don't shower in my socks. That'd be a weird thing, too. You go to the gym, and this guy walks out, and he's got his towel and socks on, wet socks out of the bath.
And he's leaving wet footprints everywhere he goes.
Swimming pool. Somebody gets out of the pool, sock feet. Weird.
Ew. If I saw somebody at the swimming pool in just socks, I would think they had a foot fungus.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. What if that was like a requirement for the lifeguards to wear socks?
Gross.
Little red ones with the little lifeguard symbol on the side? Lifeguard socks. I'm not into it. I don't get it. It makes no sense. Put on your shoes.
I heard something shocking last night from your mouth.
From me?
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said that you had never seen Beaches.
No, I've not seen that movie.
Shocking.
No, why is that shocking?
Because that movie, I loved that movie.
I don't even know who's in it or what it's about.
I know. This is where you're going to tell me what you think you know about it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay,
it came out in 1988, and it's billed as a comedy musical.
It's a musical?
But it's also not a comedy.
Is it a musical?
I mean, there's music in it.
Okay, so I overheard a little bit. Is Barbara Streisand in it?
Barbara Streisand is not in it.
Oh, no. What was I overhearing?
I don't know.
Some other conversation you were having with your friends.
Bette Midler is in it.
Okay.
Do you know Bette Midler?
Sure. Sure do.
What do you think it's about?
Beaches? Is there mermaid stuff in it?
No.
Oh no. Does it take place in a seaside town?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, it does.
All right. We're off to a good start.
Parts of it take place in a seaside town.
Okay.
It's where two friends meet.
Two friends meet in a seaside town.
What are you looking up? What are you looking
I'm
at?
I'm looking at a different thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm not looking up plot.
Okay.
Or IMDb or any of that kind of stuff. I'm not cheating. I really have no idea. Two people meet in a seaside town, and there's romance, and there's some sort of turmoil. Something big happens that causes a rift between the two people. Maybe one of them's already in a different relationship, but went to the seaside shop to grab groceries or something, and saw someone. They were like, this person is really into beaches, just like me. And the old lady back at home is not really into the beaches. She's not happy about being seaside. She's kind of a city dweller. And so then he's like, I think I want to pursue this relationship with this seaside lady. And so they exchange emails, and it's Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks.
No, wrong.
That's You Got Mail.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
No, it's mostly about friends. It's a story about friends, Josh.
Friends? Okay.
Yeah. It's two girls, Barbara Hershey and Bette Midler. They meet as children vacationing on a beach in New Jersey. And it's just them as friends throughout the decades.
Cool.
No, it is cool. It is cool.
Cool. Want to know why I haven't seen Beaches?
Because it's about two women.
It's about two women growing up on the beach.
There's a lot you could learn about it.
Is there?
Yeah. You should watch it.
What could I learn about it?
You could pick up some emotion.
I have plenty.
No.
I have plenty. I'm good. What's that mermaid movie, though?
Mermaids.
Is it called Mermaids?
I think it's called Mermaids. Are you talking about the one with Cher?
Sure. Sure am.
I think it's called Mermaids.
Didn't they make a new one of those?
I'm totally wrong. Mermaid movie with Cher. Mermaids. It's called Mermaids.
Cool.
And there's also Splash.
That might
has Tom
have
Hanks
been the
in
one
it.
I was thinking of.
And Daryl Hannah.
Sure. They meet in a seaside shop and exchange emails.
No.
And then later on, Meg Ryan's riding her bike and there's a logging truck accident. It's all the same movie.
You got it all messed up.
Classy 97. It's Josh and Chantel.
Okay, here's a question for you.
Okay.
Is there an actor or an actress that you don't like because of a role they played?
Hmm.
I'll go first.
Okay.
In the early 90s, late 80s, it must have been late 80s, when I was maybe like 10 or 11, the dad from Family Ties.
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about? I don't know his name. Michael Gross is his name. I watched Family Ties all the time with Michael J. Fox. Loved that show.
Right.
And then he was in a made-for-TV movie where he was a bank robber with another guy. And I don't remember I don't remember that movie or that story at all. But he was a bad guy in that movie.
So you couldn't disassociate.
And I could never watch Family Ties again because I was like,
he robs banks.
yeah, that guy, that's the Family Ties dad.
That's
How could he?
Yeah. I was having troubles trying to think of something, so I pulled up a list really quick of a few different things.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator.
Oh.
That's ruined Joaquin Phoenix for some people because they can't see him as anyone other than the big thumbs down guy in Gladiator, which I thought was interesting. Warden Norton from Shawshank Redemption, someone put on here.
Oh.
I don't know who that actor is, but that's a character you would be stuck with.
Yeah.
Especially in a movie like that where it's so heavy and it's so, that's a big deal. Somebody said Paul Reiser in Aliens. Years later, I saw him trying to do stand-up, and I thought that was very weird because he was in Aliens. Let's see.
The same could be said if you're going to Warden Norton from Shawshank. The same could be said about Nurse Cratchit from Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Or Kathy Bates in Misery. You'd have a hard time.
No, wait. Kathy Bates is the best. You can't hate Kathy Bates. She's the best.
I'm trying to see who else. Oh, let's see. Joe Pesci in Goodfellas. Somebody said that guy is crazy. And that'd be hard to disassociate him from that because Joe Pesci just feels like that's always who Joe Pesci is. So that's an interesting thing. I don't know. I'd really have to. I guess like if you.
But that just means that you're a good enough actor that you can play both parts.
Okay,
well.
but now think about like actors that had such a huge impact on the movies that they were in that now you have to try and see them as another character and you can't.
Right.
Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter.
Yeah, I know.
Every time you see him in something, you're like, that's Harry Potter, right? Like, Robert Pattinson. Always Edward from Twilight. Even when he's Batman, you're like, that guy's Twilight,
he'll
right?
never be Batman. I'm sorry.
He is the Batman.
No, he is not the Batman.
And he actually did very good. It was good. But the whole time I was like, this is the guy from Twilight, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Batman is nobody but Michael Keaton. So
except that it was Val Kilmer it was George Clooney and it was Adam West and it was
it's Michael Keaton.
Ben
Affleck.
Affleck.
The only one.
And a lot of other people.
What about, I'm trying to think of some other villains that you love to hate.
Willem Dafoe is a fantastic villain. But I can't see him as ever in a good guy role. And everything I see Daniel Day-Lewis in,
Daniel Day-Lewis
he's fantastic.
Is the bomb.
But every time I see him, I see Gangs of New York. I don't see anything else.
Oh, my left foot.
But that's just because my left foot.
No.
What? have not seen My Left Foot.
You haven't?
No.
Ah.
Look, I didn't watch a lot of movies. I didn't start watching movies until I was in my 20s. For real.
Well, we gotta do some movie watching because there's some good movies out there. We're gonna start with Beaches.
I don't think I am
And
going to
then
start
we'll
with that.
Why? It's a story about friendship. Josh, you watch Cobra Kai.
I have not watched the most recent season, but I watched like the first 2, yes.
They're coming out with season 6.
Oh, I thought they were coming out with like maybe season 4.
No.
I'm way behind.
Season
I've watched a
6
couple of
is
seasons.
their final season.
Yeah, probably.
I don't care for it. I think it's not my favorite. I'm not. That's all I'm going to say. It's just not my thing.
But you really, you walked into the room a couple times when I was watching it and kind of like looked, and then you were like, yeah, this is super cheesy, but that's what was great about it. I like the cheesy factor.
See, Ralph Macchio is in it. He reprises his role as, what's his name?
I can only think Ralph Macchio. Danielson. Daniel.
Okay.
Yes.
And the guy who
Camacho.
plays the bad guy, Johnny. Those two are original from the first movie.
I might have seen 3 seasons, now that I think about it.
I looked long enough to see if Elizabeth Shue was in it.
Yeah.
Saw that she wasn't and said, I'm peacing out because I'll only watch it if Elizabeth Shue is in it. She's not. So, peaced out.
You only watched, you're talking like you only walked in long enough to see if she was in it?
Yeah. She's not.
At all?
At all. No.
I feel like they brought back a lot of previous people.
No, she's not in it.
At all?
At all.
You looked it up?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Danny LaRusso.
Yeah.
That's his name. Okay. So get this. They're coming out with the final season, season 6. They're doing 2 parts to this. But also, they are going to be doing a Karate Kid sequel film with Ralph Macchio alongside Jackie Chan.
I
I wonder if Elizabeth Shue is going to be in that one.
Well, she's a shoo-in.
Elizabeth Shue will never be a shoo-in.
Shoo-in. What I mean is that she's got like a part in the movie if she wants it. Probably she's probably the shoo-in for the role of.
I got it. I got it. But
she was. But now she's
Elizabeth Shue is never a shoo-in.
Right.
Elizabeth Shue is a front runner always.
I don't understand the difference. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, want to watch Cobra Kai?
No,
not at all.
No, because Elizabeth Shue isn't in it.
Sweep the leg and all that.
That's the only one that's good. Just the first one, and then
the
you have
first
to
movie.
End. Yeah, the first movie, and then you have to end.
What about the one that had Will Smith's kid in it?
I didn't see that one.
When they remade, it was just called Karate Kid.
No,
you
can't do a remake. No, sorry.
You can't.
No, you can't.
Okay, well they did. I'm at Scouts last night, and they just returned from a big backpacking weekend. I wasn't able to go because I had work and some other stuff going on. So they were talking about how great it was. I'm hearing all the stories about, the adventures, and people got, sunburned, and they were talking about how they should have worn different boots or packed more food, less food. Everybody's kind of going through the debrief of the camp out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they really got stuck on this, like, I should have brought more bug spray. I should have brought more sunscreen. Like my arms are burned. My legs are, red. And then I said, you guys don't even know. You guys don't even know what my weekend was like. Friday, standing on a mountain out in the sun for a long time. And then Saturday, doing a live broadcast at the grand opening of Alligator Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics, and I was outside.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful day Saturday. Getting the sun. I did remember to wear sunscreen on Saturday, but it was too late. And then Sunday, trying to go fishing, spending some time outside wearing this same hat.
Yeah.
This same hat that happens to be mesh
Yeah.
on the back half.
Yeah.
And as a bald guy, listen, if you are a haired individual, you might not know that your bald head gets tan lines if you're wearing a mesh hat that has the little webbing thing. So the back of my head kind of looks like a spider web a little bit.
It kind of looks, Emery said it looked like a turtle shell.
Yeah, it's not good. Look.
It's tanned now.
It's got tan lines.
There's a really big line right where your hat.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what that piece is called, but you definitely have two parts of your head. You have a left side and a right side, and there is a white line right down the middle.
I don't know how to fix it.
You don't. You just let it wash away.
It doesn't wash away.
It will, Josh. Tans always wash away. Not
so I
wash
showed it
away
off.
in
I
the
showed it
literal
off
sense.
in the meeting last night. I said, "You guys, look at this. Look at what I got Friday, Saturday from being outside. You're worried about your arms and my legs. Look at this. This is my whole head.
Let me see it again.
Oh, it's bad. Look at terrible.
Have you seen what it looks like?
I've seen enough from where I stand to know it's bad because the room kind of broke out in laughter a little bit about my weird tanned bald head. So I got that going for me.
It's okay, Josh. It looks nice.
No, it does not. It looks nice.
It won't be there forever.
It'll be there for as long as it's there.
It takes as long as it takes.
That's right. So about December, my head should be one color.
No, let's make a note. Today is July 2nd. We're going to make a note and see how long it stays there. I don't think
I wear this hat. It's just going to get worse.
Then wear some sunscreen.
That's not going to change the fact that I have an uneven, weird tan line on my head for the rest of the summer.
I guess you can never take off your hat.
That's what I'm saying. I have segmented tan head. It's weird.
Okay, this is some exciting news.
What's up?
I've long since stopped trying to figure out what the slang terms are that the kids are using.
Oh, you've decided to just embrace that you might not be hip with the lingo?
No, I've never embraced that. I'll never embrace that. I'm still hip. I just don't know about the lingo. I'm still cool, Josh.
All right.
I've always been cool.
Okay, well, what's up?
It's a well-known fact that a lot of the clothes in the stores right now are very 90s.
Yeah.
I can look at anything that a teenager is wearing and go, I wore that in high school. I remember those. I remember those jeans. I remember that shirt. I remember that brand. All of these 90s clothes are coming back. Well, what I have to say, Josh, is that I think some of the 90s slang is coming back as well.
Such as?
No.
Dope. Tubular.
No.
Cowabunga, dude.
No.
Righteous.
Emery was texting a friend last night, and her friend was just asking what was going on, how her summer was going. And then Emery, her friend texted her something, and Emery goes, I don't know what that means. I'm going to have to look it up. And I go, I know what that means.
Right.
Her
What'd she say?
friend said, want to kick it sometime?
Yo, we should kick it.
Well, let's kick it.
Kick it one time, boy. That's big.
I know.
Yeah.
I said, Emery, you don't know what that means? I know what that means.
Kick
That's
it.
straight from my youth,
Yes.
baby. Want to kick it?
That's just hanging out.
I know. It's back.
Or
We're
maybe
back.
she wanted her to come play soccer. Now I'm confused. maybe they were like, hey, kickball?
Kickball. I'll play kickball.
You wanna kickball soon?
Yeah.
But you wanna kick it?
No.
The ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to kick it. Let's kick it. Oh, I was so excited. That means I've never been, my coolness factor has never left. I'm still here.
That's what it means.
I'm still here,
right.
baby.
Yeah. You're right. Still hip and with it.
Still cool.
You wanna kick it?
Yeah. I do.
Gnarly.
I know you love this, so I brought it up again.
What?
This is fireworks facts.
Facts about fireworks. They have fuses.
They do.
Different chemicals inside make different colors when they burn.
Did you know they were invented in 200 BC by the ancient Chinese? And they were
I could have assumed that.
They were roasting dry bamboo, and it exploded and made a cracking sound.
Uh-huh.
And then this became a staple of their New Year's Eve celebrations, and they called them bamboo bombs.
I like that name.
And then they used them to ward off evil spirits.
Bamboo bomb.
I know. In 1830, the
Firework
Italians
facts.
added colors to the fireworks.
Okay.
They were the first to use colors. They used metal salts,
Right.
which would emit bright colors when heated up. They still don't know how to create blue fireworks. It's the hardest one to create because it's made with copper chloride. I'm sure
okay.
that's probably difficult to maintain.
Copper chloride?
Yeah.
Okay.
So blue is a tricky firework color to
So
make.
if I'm seeing blue fireworks on the 4th of July,
Yeah.
that's copper chloride that's burning.
Yes.
How about that?
It starts.
What about that like really bright, like purpley blue color you see sometimes out of fountains that like there'll be like a whole bunch of white fire and then it'll go pew and you'll see that really bright purpley blue. Is that copper chloride?
I don't know.
Well, then where do you get your facts? Go on. Firework facts.
Firework facts. The largest ever firework display was in the Philippines in 2016.
Largest firework display
Of
or
all
the
time.
largest firework singular?
Display. It started at the stroke of midnight
Yeah.
and lasted for over an hour. It was also
Wow.
pouring rain, and they used 810,000 fireworks.
810,000?
Yes.
That's a lot.
Did I say 810,000?
I'm just saying that's a lot.
It is a lot. That's what I meant. I just didn't know if I said 810,000 or if I just said 810. I said 810,000.
You did.
Okay.
810 is not a lot. That's and if that was stretched out over an hour, you'd get, there's 60 minutes in there, so you'd have to do some quick math, but you'd get over 100 shells a minute, which is pretty good. But 810,000 that's a lot. That's a lot of fireworks.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It was actually almost 811,000.
Almost. They just couldn't get there.
Well, it was 810,904.
810,904.
Yeah,
Divide that by 60 minutes.
you do.
That's 13,515 shells per minute.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to divide that by 60 as well. And that is 225 shells a second.
That's too many fireworks.
That's a lot of fireworks.
Just maybe save some for next year.
Okay, all right.
Legal fireworks can only have a maximum of 50 milligrams of pyrotechnic composition. So,
What'd you call them?
50 milligrams.
No, before that. What kind of fireworks?
Legal?
Legal.
Legal.
What
did you think I said?
I know. I was just trying to make sure I heard you. Legal, as in ones you can buy, not ones you make yourself. Is that
Correct.
what the idea?
Yep.
So legal fireworks.
Legal fireworks have a maximum of 50 milligrams of pyrotechnic competition. If it's missing a warning label, it's probably illegal.
Uh-oh. Warning. Emits sparks and flames. Like, that's the thing. I go, wait a minute. What does this firework do? Emits sparks. Oh, cool.
Let's light it on
Here's
fire.
money. Here's my money.
Burn it up.
Yeah. I'm going to emit sparks with my dollar bills.
Did you know? Here's
Firework facts.
Yeah, here's the last firework fact.
Oh, shucks. Last one. Go ahead.
In America, fireworks are partially legal in 33 states.
Partially legal.
In
Okay.
13 states, they are fully legal.
Fully illegal?
Legal.
Okay.
Fully legal.
So you can whatever. Okay.
Yep. Hawaii, Nevada, and Wyoming. That's where they are totally fully legal.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. In Hawaii, Nevada, and Wyoming, it's up to each individual county
Okay.
whether or not fireworks. I mean, we live close to Wyoming, so we know that our place is close to us. They're like, fireworks.
Come by them year-round, yeah.
Massachusetts, completely illegal.
Why?
In the whole state.
But why?
They hate
They emitting sparks. They hate it. I'll bet you in Massachusetts, fireworks are lit off.
Oh, 100%. It says they're illegal.
That does not mean they don't happen.
Well, that's where Boston
Okay,
is.
but listen, maybe just maybe. Look, I know there's a lot of people on social media complaining about the fireworks and the duration of having to hear them and, weeks of them before and after and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The complaints go on and on and on. Maybe you move to Massachusetts.
There's still going to be fireworks there.
I
bet you.
But then at least you could then say they are illegal.
You could put the crack down.
That's right.
Whip down.
Put the whip down. I don't know what you're talking about. You could crack the whip? Yes. Is that it?
That's what I meant to say. You crack that whip, and then I said you could put the crack down.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either.
Firework facts.
This is how my brain works. Welcome to it.
It's your Would You Rather This or That question of the day.
It's a 4th of July edition.
Okay.
Would you rather have the ability to shoot fireworks from your fingertips?
That'd be cool, like little Roman candles.
Yes.
Cool.
Or have a hot dog launcher built into your arm.
Oh, man. You know how much I would love a hot dog launcher?
I know you would.
Who am I going to shoot hot dogs at? Do I have an unlimited supply of hot dogs? Do I have to carry a backpack of hot dogs?
I think you have to carry a backpack of hot dogs.
Or do they just magically appear in my hot dog launcher?
No, they don't just appear. You're going to have to carry them. You just have the launcher.
Can I hire somebody to be my hot dog liaison?
You want somebody to be your hot dog caddy?
Yeah. Yeah, my hot dog caddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that person's name has to have something to do with hot dogs.
Such as?
I want it to be exotic.
But like
bratwurst. Like that's bratwurst, bring me my hot dogs. Like it's got to be something like that. Frankfurter, bring me my hot dogs.
Is that what you're going to go with? You're going with the hot dog launcher?
It's kind of cool.
I don't want that. I want fireworks.
Because I'd still like to be able to use my hands. And you didn't say for how long. Is this all the time? Do I control when they go off? I feel like the launcher I've got a little more control of.
Yeah.
Control of.
Yeah, you have control with both of them. You have the ability to shoot the fireworks.
One time?
No, as long as you want.
Do you have to light it and wait for the fuse?
No.
How's it work?
Just whenever you...
I have to have a hot dog caddy, but you just get to think fireworks and they shoot out? This seems unfair. I don't like this. You've rigged this for yourself.
No, you were excited about your hot dog caddy.
Kind of. But then I thought, well, then I got that grease ball guy following me around with a hot dog bag. I kind of don't want him around all the time.
Oh, no. Sad. He's not a grease ball.
I kind of think he's the little greasy guy. He's carrying around a bag of hot dogs. He's not going to be the cleanest guy. He's going to be about this tall, kind of meatball looking, and he'll have a bag of hot dogs.
Where have you gone with this story?
What did you see when you looked at him? You didn't see that?
No. Just a normal guy. Okay. Is that what you're going with?
I guess. It's time for your Better Today Than Yesterday Daily Challenge.
Okay.
You have to follow this explicitly.
Okay.
Word for word.
Okay.
Buy a pack of gum.
Okay.
And chew pieces mindfully throughout the day. Do not swallow them. You strange woman.
I don't swallow all pieces of gum. Just the Easter egg ones.
Is it just the Easter egg ones?
Yes.
For sure.
Because those aren't even really gum.
Yes, they are. Chewing gum increases blood flow to your brain. It boosts memory and keeps you alert.
Okay, but I agree with that, and I do enjoy chewing gum, but I can't because it hurts my jaw.
Don't chew so hard. Again, grab a pack of chiclets. Is that gum?
Yeah, but because...
Do you swallow gumball gum?
No, because it's big. If I get chiclets, I'll
You'll
swallow that gum because it's little.
Well,
I am not an adult woman.
buy a pack of gum, chew pieces mindfully throughout the day is your better today than yesterday daily challenge. It's supposed to stimulate your blood flow in your brain, boost your memory, keep you alert. Give it a shot. Don't eat it. Just chew it. Then throw it away.
All right. Good challenge.
That's it. That's all I have to say today. Today has been a very interesting show.
Yeah, it has.
Let's recap real briefly about the things that we learned today.
Okay.
Because this will all be on the podcast in just a few minutes. This will all be on this will all be on the podcast here in just a little bit. So if you missed any of this and you're like, what? And you want to go back and check some of it out,
okay,
you can. If you want to revisit, maybe. I didn't add Meatball Man to the description, but I feel like maybe I should. Maybe I should add Sweaty Meatball Man.
Okay.
Here's the things we learned. I apparently created gross ramen.
What?
Earlier today, I made gross ramen because I put hot dogs in.
Yes,
You said
true.
It was gross.
Yes.
Heinz has created gross ketchup.
Heinz has created the everything sauce.
Which is just gross ketchup.
Brilliant.
It's gross. You gave us a Toaster Strudel update.
Yeah. Yep.
And you still think it's better than a Pop-Tart.
Absolutely.
You have terrible vision.
Yeah.
And you downloaded a magnifying glass app to try to help.
Yep.
Instead of just using your camera. That's a thing that happened?
Yep.
We talked a lot about wearing socks to do normal everyday things that are weird if you just wore socks and not shoes. It's strange.
Yes.
We found out I haven't seen a lot of movies, including beaches.
Right.
And mermaids.
Midler was so disappointed in you.
We talked about Cobra Kai, and they're making more of it. You are hip with the kid slang.
I've always been hip.
You want to kick it.
Yes.
And also, I have a terrifying tan line. All of these things in one Sweaty Meatball Man show.
Day. Look at us.
What a day.
Look at us. What have we did? Look at what we did.
Okay. If you missed any of that and you want to revisit, download today's episode of the podcast. It'll be everywhere you get podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere else in mere minutes. It'll be just after 10 o'clock. So enjoy the show later on. If you listen on the podcast, if you listened all this morning, you're welcome.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. You're welcome for today's show.
Unedited.
This is real radio.
This is us. Yeah. This is Josh and Chantel. This is
and we'll see you tomorrow.
Unfiltered.
See you later.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.